So today we're going to have a CEPT base station. So a couple of years ago I bought some batch of stuff from Lancashire, and here is a Uniden PRO620 base station. For some reason the aerial socket's pushed in, and it, without cleaning it up, it looks quite nice and reasonable. We have one of these, as you'll remember, as our base station. No screws in the lid. That doesn't always look promising. And like all base stations, of course, it's a mobile board in with a power supply, and we'll be rebuilding the power supply. Initially I'll power it from the normal power supply. We don't have a service mail, but it's, as I say, it's going to be the same as one of the mobiles. Remember, these are CEPT only, they're not UK channels. It's quite possible it's just been on its bottom. If there's any shenanigans with that, we'll get a replacement one fitted. Why would that happen? I don't know. So we're not going to plug it in, we're going to run it off our power supply. Can't really do much without sorting that out, can I? No, Mr. Tango, you can't. It's like somebody got halfway through unscrewing it and then changed their mind. It's not got a strip thread. I also haven't got a spanner on this bench, so it's going to be little more than finger tight for now. But this is a set we'd sell if I can get it to work. Because we've already got one, so it's surplus. Well, these about 1987. I don't get why there aren't base stations, because with the current radios being multi-norm, you've got the entirety of Europe and beyond available on each radio, so it's not like you're making different sets for different regions. If I recall, I struggled to get anything near 4 watts out of our demonstration one, but that doesn't matter to me. Might to some people, doesn't to me. So we will disconnect these wires from the power supply. This also enables me to monitor current consumption as part of the tune-up. So how does this work? I think the power supply is running all the time, and the on and off switch just switches on the, I'm going to say low tension, but I'm talking valve days, aren't I? Just switches off the output side of the power supply. We've got a chock block going straight in, you see, so it runs all the time. So it clocks up a lot of hours. We need to change the plug for legal reasons. That's not got the shrouded pins, but we're not going to plug it in with that anyway. So we've got that disconnected. Get our top of our clips onto there. They're bound to short out. I find that funny, especially as the power supply is current limited. and we'll get our test instruments plugged in, and I would expect it to be a Uniden wired mic. I'll put the speaker on the wall in. If I put about 10 pairs of glasses on, I might be able to see what that says on the back. Oh, it's got PA, has it? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll start it off in PA. Nice little test. What mics have we got on here? Well, that 5-pin DIN one's not going to fit, so I'll tell you what, I will go and get our standard Uniden mic. It says Uniden on it. I'll make sure we're in PA mode. Switch the power supply on. That's interesting. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Well, it works in PA, but we get CB through it. Is that how it works? Some do. Oh, we've got out of PA. We need to CB. Let's put picture in picture on. Press transmit. And we have no transmit. I can see what goes on here. Because you can't access the other side of the board. Now, all base stations, you can undo the bottom and access the print side of the board, but not on this. So you've got to take the socket off, to tip the board out, to do anything to the transmitter or whatever on the other side. So there you go. Right. So let's see whether we've got receive. And the answer is yes, we've got receive. How good have we got receive? Turns out the RF gain up might help. Yeah, that sounds normal enough. So here comes the thing. Let's turn that down. Testing 1 2. Nothing. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Especially when we've got no circuit information. So the synthesizer is generating the channels. So it could be that the transmit VCO is out. So where's the synthesizer live? At least it's adjustable on these. So I'm thinking along the lines that one of these yellow ones is going to be transmit VCO and the other one's going to be receive VCO. It might be simply that one of those is out. Or is it that the IF and this is the VCO? I'm more inclined to think this is the VCO. Let's put our walkie-talkie back on. So that's receive. So the other one must be transmit. No, they both affect receive for some reason. I will have to see if I can find some service information. Oh, it's got a sharp receiver chip, has it? Never seen that before. I used to love sharp gear, especially video recorders. Pity they only make flat panel screens and no finished products. What does that say? Test point 1, that's going to be the VCO test point. I'll just see whether we can guess anything from that. So first of all, have we got a chassis that is connected to ground? Take that to the negative pin. Don't think so. Oh, that made it come off, didn't it? So what have we got here on that test point? .7. So we'd expect somewhere around 4 volts on, this is all with that off the top of my head, we'd expect something like 4 volts on channel 40. We've got 2 point something, we'd expect 1.5 plus on channel 1. So let's go back to channel 40. So what does this one do? Same. This could be where the fault is, of course. So if I press transmit, we've got 6 volts, so it's obviously out of lock. But can we alter it with either of these? So that's having no effect. Ah, it is there. Let's go to channel 40. Now see, that looks like it would be in transmit. Back to channel 20. Yeah. And we've got transmit. Oh, we did have. Yeah. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 1 2 3. And we've got receive. But we've not got anything actually going to the test gear. So it's not drawing any current. Turn that off for now. So let's think where the transmit path is going to be. We've got an output transistor down there. That's going to be the driver transistor. So I'm thinking along the lines of earlier transmitter stages being here 1 2 and 3. Maybe totally wrong. So I'll tell you what, we'll see if they affect receive. Let's turn the RF gain down. They affect receive. Do these affect receive? They affect receive too. Right. We're still back to, we're going to have a look at the circuit diagram. Because apart from those two coils, I can't see any earlier stages. And there has to be an earlier stage. These all look like intermediate frequency. Copyright 1986. So what board is it? PA315AA. Well, I've searched for about an hour online. I can't find any reference to this board. What did we say it was? PA315AA. Only brings me to the Uniden PRO620. No pictures or reference to the handbook or circuit schematic diagrams or manual. So all I can think of doing, apart from having a very short part one, is saying, yeah, we got it working 20 yards, is doing a reverse tune-up. So we've already determined that these three coils are not the transmitter. So let's determine if the others are not. So let's mess that one up. That's receive. That's receive. That's receive. These are going to be IF. there we go. So we've been through everything. Well, how strange is this that we only have what I would call the big coils. So we've got to have a situation here where it's got to be a duff transistor. This is why I wanted to look at the circuit diagram, because you've got the VCO and it goes straight out into developing, well, you know, more than 500 milliwatts to start being on these type of coils. I just find this really weird. So we're going to have to do what the previous person did. Take the aerial socket off the back. But what we'll be doing is we'll be taking transistors out till we find a fault. Okay, so now I've got the board out and now we're off the camera. I'll see if I can move the camera across, because I can't move the radio across. Right, so I've got the board out, as you can see. But because we're doing what we're doing, I don't need to connect the aerial to that. I will connect this to our power supply. And we'll go into transmit with the board bare, with the board bare and no aerial connected, because it isn't transmitting. And we can quickly put the diode probe. I'll put our little walkie-talkie on as well. Plug the mic back in. Power supply on. Balance it on the front and get the big Russian meter out. So we know that the output transistor's there. Looks to be there. Nothing. I mean, there's not going to be anything on the output transistor. There's nothing on the driver. Okay. I mean, there may be no power to that. Hello, it's part of something on the floor. Just to join the stuff on the floor. Well, and we've got some shenanigans here as it comes out of the VCO. Put this on a more sensitive scale. Not that sensitive. It's that one, isn't it? Well, it's such a low level, we can't even read what's coming out of here. Right, so we've had this VCO board out. There's 3 transistors on there. There's some rudimentary surface mount thing. I've cleaned it up dramatically because it's been in a smoking environment. We have cleaned it up. Mr. Chippy's tested the transistors, and that's all we can do. So I'll pop that back in, but I'm not expecting it to burst into life. So I've hunted high and low looking for the this board, and it doesn't come up with anything. So I mean, it looks to me like the output comes from the VCO and is amplified by 2 transistors, goes into the driver transistor and onto the output transistor with adjustable coils there. But why there aren't adjustable coils there, I don't know. And without a circuit diagram, I'm stuck. I have no idea. So if anybody knows what this PA315AA board is also used in, is it called that on the other side? There's nothing on that side. So I'll get that soldered back in. I felt sure there'd be something up on there because I can't see anything coming out of it on the RF power meter. Straighten these wires up a bit. The Uniden sets we see, the mobile sets we see, I don't think I've seen this chassis anywhere else. So it's gonna be not repairing the PRO620 base station. I've no doubt another one will come along, which is also poorly. What I don't want to do is to take down my perfectly working one, which we use, and using that to work out what's happening with this. Good, that's soldered back in anyway. So we'll power it back up. No, I think we're going to have to either get a circuit diagram or get another one and do some comparisons. This will go in a box for the foreseeable future. So now we know why the aerial socket was disconnected. So what we have got tomorrow, we've got an Amstrad 901. So I've no doubt we'll be able to sort something out with that. I will just put that loosely back on, just like it came to me. Disappointing though that you've got to take the board out to do any work. Even the Murphy's got an access panel underneath. I may as well put these screws loosely loosely back, so they don't get lost either. There we go. So thank you for watching the not progressing anywhere with the Uniden PRO620 CEPT base station from 1986.